Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. You join us today for our event in July, or one of two events I should say, because this is the King of the Ring, one of these special events that we do have in the World Wrestling Federation. So we'll have this, and then the next episode, that'll take place on the Thursday, and that'll be the big July event. And then the big run of course, August, etc., before WrestleMania 1 in March of 1985. I'm hoping that the winner of this tournament can go on and do big things. Second time using the tournament feature, and hopefully, it can lead to a very good event as we continue on the road to gain in size. So, with that being said, we'll jump straight in it. It's the same arena we're booking Monday Night Raw from. I just thought may as well do the two shows in the one arena. So it makes it look good that we've got a 50,000 capacity arena hosting Monday Night Raw, and of course, the King of the Ring event as well. So as always, thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch the video. If you want to get social, you know what to do. If you want to buy the game, links in the description, as well as good places to go for mods, and of course other people's content as well. So it's time. This is the 1984 King of the Ring tournament. So we start off in front of 54,175, I believe, a record attendance for the World Wrestling Federation in this save. And an exceptional matchup. We have probably one of our best ever rated matches, which is quite crazy and good to know. But we have Andre the Giant draw with Larry Zbyszko in 15 minutes exactly when the time limit expired. So straight off the bat we have a draw. Both men are eliminated, so whoever faces in the next bracket will get a bye to the final. And that 90 rated matchup. Good start, Andre 86, Zbyszko 83. They got the crowd hotter and they got the show after a strong start. So good to know these two can pull that kind of match, because I didn't know. So it was a nice wee welcome surprise there. After the matchup we have Larry Zbyszko cutting a promo saying he's pissed off it went 15 minutes. And he said if the World Wrestling Federation didn't ban his manager, Bobby Heenan, from being in attendance, then he would have won because he would have been fully focused. So making use of the fact that Bobby Heenan was in duty for New Japan Pro Wrestling, not available tonight. And yeah, that has Larry Zbyszko eliminated in round number 1. Next up, we had fantastic heat and great wrestling. And we saw Ricky Steamboat defeat Jim Duggan in 11:58 with a flying karate chop. A 75 here. Now, actually, the interesting thing here is, of course, two baby faces, so that's going to take a bit of a knock on the ratings. So possibly could have been looking maybe even into the 80s there. But I guess the crowd hotter again. I just felt like it was two guys that kind of maybe needed this kind of matchup, a good spotlight, and then Dragon progresses into the second round. Next up, we have a promo with our next first round matchup, and it is Jake Roberts cutting a promo on last year's King of the Ring, Jimmy Snuka. And he just says, well, if he's the King of the Ring, he's going to act like royalty, he's actually going to make it launch his career. Unlike someone like Jimmy Snuka, who ever since he won King of the Ring last year, has just been an utter nobody. So Snuka wants to go back to back, Roberts wants it for himself, and it's a 68 rated promo. Jake benefiting from a hot catchphrase. Match itself again very good, but it had fantastic heat and good wrestling and made Jake Roberts defeat Jimmy Snuka in 12:06 by pinfall. 81, 66 performance from Snuka, who was off his game, and 75 for Jake Roberts, and Jake will take his place in the second round, and he will face Ricky Steamboat for a place in the final. And the final first round matchup, had fantastic heat and good wrestling. Gino Hernandez defeated Jack Briscoe in 12:27 by pinfall. A 79 rated matchup here, two good workers, but Gino takes the win. Gino takes the bye. Gino is straight in to the final. And next up, we had fantastic heat and great wrestling, and we saw Ricky Steamboat defeat Jake Roberts in the semi-finals. In 10:53 with a flying karate chop. A very solid 83 matchup here, both guys working well. So we will have a 1984 King of the Ring final of Ricky Steamboat versus Gino Hernandez. Before the match starts though, Ricky's just defeated Jake Roberts. Hernandez beats him up because they are going straight into that matchup. It's back to back for the Dragon, so a 69 rated match there, or angle there, sorry. And the King of the Ring final had fantastic heat and great wrestling, which saw Gino Hernandez defeat Ricky Steamboat in 1818 with a handful of tights. Your 1984 King of the Ring, King Gino. So a 79 rated matchup, a 78-73 in terms of in-ring performances. I wonder if there'd be any fatigue on, not actually stamina on Gino. Dragon was quite happy to do those 3 matches, but I just felt like it was a time to put it on Gino. We can push the King Gino character. And also, if your memory is really, really good, or if you just watch these videos all in a row, you'd notice I booked 1983's King of the Ring exactly the same, except Gino got a bye to the final and lost that time. So second time lucky with the bye. Same kind of booking in that regard of his progression to the final, but it is a win this time for Gino Hernandez. He celebrates after the match, which is only 58, which is quite poor, but well, it is what it is. But of course, we do have a main event. We obviously have to try and score a good rating to get the company growing as a company. 84 for Hulk Hogan's promo, so one of our better promos there. And of course, remember, we are all strictly rated 90% on the main event, so it's all down to this matchup that's happening. But anyway, Hulkster tries to get us all motivated with his pep talk. And the main event was an 81, so we should hopefully be looking at maybe about a 79 or 80 rated show. But about that had fantastic heat and great wrestling, utilising people that hadn't been used. It was Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan who defeated the team of Bob Backlund, Bruiser Brody and David Schultz in 1758 when Ric Flair pinned David Schultz. Schultz being the weak link, but you can see their performances are pretty even. Schultz is obviously a wee bit off, but I wouldn't say too far, maybe what, 10 off. Schultz to Bob Backlund, but the babyfaces reign supreme and Hulkamania continues to run wild. Overall, we actually got an 82, so it was a bit more better than expected. Maybe that opening match paid a wee bit more to the rating overall. But we had a very strong card, obviously, because you're using the King of the Ring, you're using people that you can trust over and over again. Dragon's always going to have good matches. And yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with that. We'll jump back into the main screen here again, have a wee look at our size and look at a few things kind of going forward with the save. I have an idea of when the save will be kind of ending, because obviously the mod is a wee bit iffy because of backstage and it being a conversion. It's not ending anytime soon. It'll probably be a couple of months, but as I say, it's to allow probably a bit of time and a bit of patience for more mods to appear, mods to be a bit more complete. As I say, this is obviously a conversion, so backstage is pretty poor if I'm being honest. But more on that when it gets closer to the time, because we are still far off it. So the King of the Ring itself, viewing figures, was 524,000, which was a buy rate of 1.04. And our viewing figures for Raw was 2.79. I'd actually need to check if Raw would have impacted the King of the Ring figures, basically. But anyway, Hector Guerrero, who wasn't even on the other main show, it was just for a match on Raw. If we go to, there we go, top 100. So in terms of our top 100 events, King of the Ring nestles in at number 4. So that's pretty decent. In terms of matches, that draw was our joint best in this save so far. So in 90, tying with Andre the Giant versus Bob Backlund from May. So we're getting there. All matches are 1984, so we're slowly progressing better this year than last year. Top attendances, of course, Raw and King of the Ring lead the way, followed by a wrestling challenge and a show from February last year, so biggest attendance, which is good. And the buy rate was far better, actually, at 1.04, so it failed dwarfed everything else we've had. And you can just see we're steadily improving. Well, we went January, then February, then March, but after that, April to May to June to July, a very good gradual improvement. And overall, very happy with that. I'm assuming the jump, I've not played the save for a good couple of days, so I can only assume at one point I maybe changed the broadcasting deal and gave us a better time slot. So other things to check before we finish today are size. we can see there we need to get 77. We are pretty much 75 and 76 across the board. Southeast at 71, so we're getting closer, and I want to at least try and get to big before we do end this save, but everywhere else is making sure we won't be hitting large or Titanic anytime soon afterwards, because obviously there is no WWE network at this point, so the exposure is not great across the board. Financially up 3 million so far, but of course bear in mind there will be more to come with the show on the Thursday, the end of the year show, so we'll have pay-per-view revenue for that, ticket sales for that. However, that will include a much bigger amount of tax, obviously miscellaneous, and a lot more in the terms of production, media, worker costs, and of course show costs as well. So I'll call it there. Thank you very much for watching, it's much appreciated. Hopefully I'll see you next time. But as I say, if you do enjoy what we do here, we have many other series on the channel, and you can also follow the WWE channel, save as it's played, which is on twitch.tv/21maxwell, and that's every couple of days I'll pop on and just book a couple of Raws, SmackDowns, NXTs, possibly still going at this time, Legends House, and yeah, just have a general chit chat about wrestling, football, life in general. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye bye.